Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again. Here's why the typical Filipino thinks all foreigners are rich. Or you may even rephrase that. Why do Filipinos think that all foreigners are rich? Because we are, relative to them, in relation to their situation. And I want to talk about this because a guy that I respect, we message back and forth every single day. He's a younger guy, lives up in Manila with a nice life. But he said he had to tell his girlfriend that the thought that all foreigners are rich in the Philippines is silly. And she needs to stop with that. He said that if we were, we'd be somewhere else. We wouldn't be here. And I had to disagree with it. And I said, it's all relative. When you step into a peso economy, you are rich. Because to live the lifestyle that I live over here, if I had to live the same lifestyle in America, I would have to be rich. I would have to be well off. I mean, it's just that simple. Remember, 3,800, according to the Philippine Statistic Authority, $3,808 US per month. In the Philippines, you're considered rich. It doesn't consider you middle class or you're barely making it like you would in Florida and all that. No, you're rich. And we have to learn from that. We have to learn about the peso economy. We have to learn about the degree of difficulty, because when you do, it's going to open up a whole new world for you. You're going to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that are going to be presented to you as a rich man over here. Oh, well, I don't make $3,800. I only make $2,500. Well, guess what? You're way up there. What would that be? The upper middle class or something like that. But in relation to what a Filipino earns over here, there's nothing you can tell him to convince him that you're not rich, because you are once you step off that plane. This is the sort of thinking that I tell people. I say, don't bring the matrix with you. See, you're bringing the matrix with you. You keep pushing back. No, I'm not rich. I'm not rich. When you are, you don't know what you're talking about. The average Filipino in San Carlos City, the minimum wage, I'm talking about for a real job, is probably somewhere around 400 pesos per day. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. In order for me to have a house paid off in full, the land paid off in full, actually 2 houses paid off in full, land, 2 lots paid off in full, okay, most months I'm right there at the 3,800 US per month. Yeah, I'm considered rich over here. And it doesn't matter what you think. A lot of what you think is not going to make sense to you over here. It's not supposed to, and it never will, because you're in the Philippines. But one thing you better get straight is that peso economy and the degree of difficulty that it takes for Filipinos to earn money versus you earning money. It's going to save you a lot of money, guys. You know, when you talk about, well, how much money should I give her for a birthday? Merlin's birthday's today, by the way. I mean, but we live a simple life over here, but it's her birthday today. So in America, you know, I would give, sometimes give my wife $200 or something like that. Maybe buy a diamond tennis bracelet or something like that, right? If you did that over here, they think you were crazy. There would be no reason to do it. Because you know how hard it is for the typical person here just to earn $10 in one day. They have to work a whole 10 to 12-hour shift to do that. So if we learn from that, if we understand that it's not a silly thought that we're rich, we're going to be okay. Well, let's talk about something that we're going to talk about on my live stream later. Who eats first in the house in the Philippines? The man or the children? This is a silly argument that we have in the West all the time. Okay, these independent Western women, you know, where the value of the man has been just diminished, almost to not even existing anymore. Now, we're not talking about neglecting the children. We're saying all things being equal and there's enough food for everybody. Who served their food first? Me, damn it. But I don't have to say that over here. It's automatic. It's cultural to them. They get it over here. It doesn't mean that women are less than men. Men and women are equal. But the man still plays a vital role in society here and in his household over here. Okay, the government hasn't supplanted him as the head of the house over here. Okay, the attitudes surrounding men over here are far different than they are in America. See, there's no food stamps here. There's no AFDC. There's no child support. There's really no alimony, unemployment, and all of that. That gives the women the delusion over there that the man's not needed. Over here, he stands firmly in the center of everything. So if I go out there and work my fingers to the bone, I don't even got to go out and work. If it's my money that's bringing in the food, that's paying for everything, shouldn't I be allowed that honor of being served first? That's just the way they look at it over here. But we come from a society with this co-parenting bullshit. And we've gotten used to it. No, I'm going to assume the rightful place in society and my household over here. Remember, we're equal, but we're not the same. You don't see the women out there building the infrastructure and fighting wars. It's us. It's just like I was talking about the other day on my video when the sudden loss of air pressure, you put your damn oxygen mask on first before you try to save anybody else. But it's just the way they look at it over here. And we're going to get more into it. We have a problem with that over here. You're either going to act like a man over here and be able to assume his role, or you're going to be disrespected. She's going to look for a man over here. You're not in the West, guys. Okay, there's not all that, okay, cold palettes and stuff. There's clearly defined roles over here in the Philippines. And if you don't learn anything else, you better learn that now. If I go in that kitchen right now and try to cook breakfast, okay, it's going to be hell, okay? Not that I can't do it, but it's not my job to do it. Do you understand? So that question is never debated over there. Y'all leave that over there. That's some more of that bringing the Matrix stuff with you. Oh, honey, let me cook tonight. Yeah, I'll do that. Do that on a birthday. Okay? One time out of a year. But you keep doing that. You keep crossing that line, man. And it's going to be trouble. Because there's no blurred lines over here. There's no blurred lines over here. When you walk in that door, you know who is running everything. Not to the point of being in control. I don't control anybody. The men don't control. It's not about control. It's about being in charge. Well, a woman's going to look to me to make the decisions. And then she's going to have her input about it. Okay? But the final say-so is on my shoulders. I'm the protector. I'm the provider. I'm the maintainer. All this old 50-50 stuff, man, it's thrown out the window when you get off the plane. They serve me first over here. And any man. A lot of guys who come to visit me, they're uncomfortable with it. Alan, the last guy who came here from Seattle, he's like, well, is everybody else going to eat? No, we eat first. The man eats first here. We're given certain privileges over here because that's out of respect. It's not about being the boss or being in control. It's a cultural thing. Okay? The government hasn't supplanted the man as the head of the household over here as it has in the West. He's still appreciated for what he brings to the table. And he brings a lot. That's why when you see guys, even the pedicab driver over here, the lowest on the totem pole. He gets big respect over here because they know the sacrifice that he's making to bring home that rice or the fish or whatever it is. So don't ever forget that. We're going to have a lively discussion today on the live stream because it's very, very important. We bring that on matrix thinking over here. You can't change the Philippines, guys. So you better get comfortable with it, with eating first. Okay? So thank y'all so much for stopping by. I just try to share real life situations over here. You're going to be confronted with a whole lot of stuff when you turn on that YouTube. But you'll see when you get over here as it pertains to the man. I'm talking about men who are taking care of business. I'm not talking about you slackers. I'm talking about the man who's putting it down. Okay? You're going to be given that honor of being served first. Across the board. Okay? Shout out again to the last good man in Jersey. He made a comment under one of the videos I made. He said, the reason I like the Philippines is because I can live a life over there that's not available to me in America. And he's absolutely right. You said a mouthful. Because what I kept running into in America, the government and the society wants to do everything for me over there. They want to give me a job. They want to promote me. They want to give me a loan to buy my house and all of that. I was always bumping up against that, guys. When you come over here, you stand on your own 2 feet. If something goes wrong, then you ain't got nobody to blame but you. So I can live a life I never even dreamed of living over here. I am rich, but rich is relative, man. It means more than money. It means a healthy lifestyle, an affordable lifestyle, a safe environment for my family over here. See, that's being rich, man. I'm going to talk about that on another video. So if you're in America, it's late, please help somebody. Please help somebody. We got some rain last night here in the Philippines, in San Carlos, I mean. Not a whole lot, but I'm not going to complain. We need a lot more, but not to the point where it's flooding and causing more problems, because there's parts of San Carlos City that flood. We don't flood over here. We don't flood over here. But put some insurance on your life. Put some insurance on your happiness. If you're in the Philippines, it's early, I guess, what, it's 8 o'clock or something like that. It's hot. Because it rained last night. Now the sun's out. You can see them big fluffy clouds up there. That means it's getting ready to burn your behind. They said the worst is over, according to Pagasa, the weather bureau here. Let's hope so. Not a day goes by, I don't help somebody. That's not going to change today, because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. You are rich, guys. That's not a silly thought when it comes to the typical Filipino. Quit pushing back against that. There's advantages when people think you're rich. Okay, you're allowed into circles you otherwise wouldn't be allowed in. You're going to end up with a woman that you never even dreamed of having. You're going to enjoy certain rights and protections and privileges that you don't get in your own country. So you are rich in relation to what's going on over here. Thank you.